Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for tuning in. We're here in my temporary background. You guys know I am currently moving, so if I need to do any quick little videos, this is probably what you guys are gonna see. But today we're gonna talk about the Patrick Ta new eyeshadow palette. I have not been purchasing barely any makeup lately because I just don't feel like inspired. I don't know, like a lot of products don't stand out to me anymore. Do you guys feel like that? I feel like that all the time now. Like I just never see anything that's like inspires me to like create something. You know, I just don't have that want all the time. But this palette came out today and I couldn't help myself because it is just so gorgeous. Do I need another nude palette? No, but this one does have some really unique qualities. It has some built-in like built-in cream eyeshadows. That's an interesting way to put it. It's got some cream eyeshadows and you have a great, nice layout of all these nude eyeshadows. It does retail for $68, so it is on the more expensive side, but it could be worth it for some of you guys. So I just want to go through the shades. I'm gonna throw some swatches up here for you guys, talk about the palette a little bit. I used it on my eyes today, you know, just a general little review. So the outer packaging is just like his other packaging. If you guys have any of his other products, it's got that rose gold, super reflective packaging. It does get lots of fingerprints on it, but it does look really pretty. I will say for $68, I would have expected it to be a little bit more heavy. It's not light or anything, like it doesn't feel cheap by any means, but it definitely feel like for $68 it could have been a little bit more weighted. I feel like palettes that have a little bit more weight to it just feel more luxurious. It does have a really nice, really big mirror in here that's super clean, super crisp. Makes it really great for doing your eyeshadow if you like to use the mirror palettes. Okay, so the setup of the palette, you have your top row that has mostly like shimmery kind of shadows and your bottom row that's more matte based. And then you have your two cream shadows here on the end with the plastic cover so that the powder shadows don't get inside of it and like dry it out and all of that. The two cream shades are like contour kind of shades for your eyes. One that is more mid-tone and one that is deeper. There's a total of 4 different finishes in here. So you have the cream, you have matte shades, you have iridescent metallic shades, and glistening pearl toppers. I did do some swatches for you guys. So first I did the cream shadows right by themselves so you could see them. And then I did the top row and the bottom row. So when it comes to the formula of the shadows, oh my gosh, you guys, when I was swatching these, they are so pigmented and smooth. And I love the different finishes that he put in here. Every shade that has its specific finish makes total sense for this palette. He did an amazing job at selecting specific shades. I feel like this will fit a huge amount of skin tones as well, ranging from light to deep skin tones. And if you love a good nude palette, like if you love to do a nude look every day, this could totally be worth the investment for you because these shadows are so great and you get a great range to be able to make it really glam or really light. So let's talk about application. As I was applying these, I really wanted to try out the cream shades, obviously, because it's a really innovative part of this palette. And I was definitely hesitant at first because I am not a big cream shadow person, but the way that this is set up makes it really easy and simple. It's not intimidating at all whatsoever. So I started off with the lighter shade, which is on the top for the cream, and I used like a small defining brush to kind of map out almost like a cut crease. Like I just wanted to create some definition in a nice like bold wing kind of shape, and a little bit goes a long way when it comes to these creams. They are super pigmented, amazingly easy to blend. Like I was shocked at how easy these blended out, and they make a great base for the powders to go on top. They actually also work really well if you put them on top of the powder as well. I did that, kind of went back and forth between the cream and the powder, and I had absolutely no problems at all blending everything out. No matter the layering that you do, you could do the cream first, you could do the powder first. Either way, it works, which makes it super user friendly. So I went ahead and started layering up some of the matte shades to create some more definition, you know, deep in the outer part. And everything blended so well, you guys. I had absolutely no trouble at all whatsoever. So then I started layering on some of the shimmer shades. I started out with the brush it works, but I would definitely suggest finger application with these like I do with most shimmer shades. These definitely show up a lot better using your finger, it's patting it down. I mean, they're really pretty and they can really pack a punch if you layer it up with your finger. It's pretty difficult to get the full effect using a brush. It can be done, but also fallout kind of happens more when you're using the brush. I noticed I had some fallout with the shimmers when I started using a brush. Speaking of fallout, I had no fallout with the matte shades, and I think that also has something to do with the fact that I used the cream shades as kind of a base, so it allowed it to really stick onto my eye without having any kind of fallout. But even if I didn't use the cream shadow, I feel like this is a type of formula where it's not gonna really have much fallout. When you dip your brush into the actual shadows, you do have some cake up, but it's really minimal compared to a lot of other palettes, considering how much pigment payoff you're getting. One of my favorite parts of my eyeshadow is always my inner corner highlight, and the icy like white shade in here is so beautiful as a really poppy inner corner highlight. But you also have the option of this bottom shade down here that's matte, but it has a little bit of like shimmers in there, but it's not like a shimmer shade, it's more matte. That would make a really great inner corner highlight as well if you don't like something that's super poppy. That one also is great on the brow bone, which is how I used it. I also used it on my entire lid as well to kind of blend some of it out. That's a really great shadow for blending out anything, or if you go a little bit deeper than you wanted it to. That shade really helps take it down a notch, and it really is incredibly pigmented for a light shade like that. A lot of times those shades don't really do a whole lot. I mean, they help blend, but this one actually shows up. Like, I was able to create kind of like a faux wing using that light shade, and it was really easy to blend. Because Patrick Tall is a makeup artist, I have to kind of speak to the makeup artists out there if there's any watching. You guys know I freelance on the side, and I will say this would make a great addition to your makeup kit if you're looking for a nude palette. It really covers all of the bases, and I think that it's a great minimal palette that's really gonna help you create those like nude looks that a lot of people request. It's super easy to work with, and he did a great job at selecting colors that are gonna be wide across a lot of different skin tones. Now, I don't think he created this specifically for makeup artists, but it is a great palette to add into the kit if you want like a really basic nude palette. It's really great quality, and it's definitely worth the price tag, considering like every shade in here works really well, blends well, it's super easy to use, and I just enjoyed using it out, playing with it, trying out today. Super glad to have it in my collection, even though it's another nude palette. It has its special uniqueness to it. I'm definitely gonna experiment more with those cream shadows because they work so freaking well. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you found it helpful if you're looking to purchase this palette, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.